Hi everyone, Russ here. I hope you're having a great day. And what I'd like to show you today are some budget accessories for your Mini 3 and your Mini 3 Pro. Now, all of these products are from a company called STARTRC. They reached out to me and they asked me if I would like to review some of their products. Here we are. I have 7 things that I want to show you. Now, I'll tell you right off the bat, if you buy all of these in one package, all 7 items, you're going to get it all for $100. But my suggestion, don't do that because there's some of these things that you really don't need, and let's get right into it. So the first thing that I want to show you is the hard-sided case from STARTRC. And at first look, this is a pretty good looking case. The plastic is nice, heavy duty plastic. It's very similar to the Cymic cases that I love. I've been using Cymic now for I think almost 3 years. No, it's 2 years, just over 2 years. Love Cymic. I use Cymic for all of my stuff, all my drones. So this is pretty close to that on the outside. But when you open it up and you look at the inside, the foam inserts on the inside, very, very squishy foam. And it does the job. It holds the items in place, but I feel like it's not as protective as that hard EVA foam that's in the Cymic cases or the Nanook cases or the Pelican cases. So this is a budget case, but it comes with a very budget foam on the inside. Now it does have spaces for everything. It's got your drone and a little space underneath your drone for ND filters or whatever. It's got space for the RC controller. This one right here. They also have a case with the cutout for the regular, the N1 controller, but this is for the RC controller, fits in there. And then you can also put accessories beneath it there. Maybe your propellers, extra propellers, or your extra cables or whatever. It's got actually space for 7 batteries. You can have 3 in the charging bank, you can have 3 in these battery slots, and then you can have 1 in the drone. So that's pretty good. Lots of battery space in this, but that's pretty much it. You can't keep anything else in this case. And that's why I love Cymic. I know this is a STARTRC video, but I just can't say enough good things about the Cymic cases because I like how you can lift it up and store lots of stuff in the bottom of those cases. So overall, now this case is $45. So that's not really a budget case. So that's why I think if you're gonna spend that kind of money, $40 to $50, I would look towards the Cymic. You're gonna get that nicer foam inside. You're gonna get more storage on the Cymic. So for $45, I wouldn't recommend this case. It's nice and it would do the job, but there's better cases out there for the same money. Now it does come with a strap as well. I don't like the strap, and the reason for that is it's got no padding, and when this is over your shoulder, it just slides right off your shoulder because it's very slippery material. It's not that grippy neoprene rubber here. Okay, so if you do get this case and use the strap, it's gonna have to go across the other shoulder and then across your body. But yeah, for the money, unless it's on sale, I would not get this one. Now, if it is on sale, I'll have a link in the video description so you guys can check it out. Maybe it's $10 off someday, then it would be worth it. But otherwise, at regular price, I would not recommend it. Now, the next thing that I want to show you is actually something that I really like. This is the RC controller strap, and it's for attaching to your RC controller. And how it works is it has these little eye screws that go in the bottom of your RC controller, and then that just clasps right onto these eye screws. So the reason I like this strap is it's very, very cushiony. It's neoprene, it's got a good grip to it. Very comfortable wearing this strap. So I can highly recommend this strap. I normally use the Cymic strap for my RC controller, and the reason I do that is because I can hook the mounting bracket right here on the bottom, and then I can store my RC in its case without having to worry about these little eyelet screws getting in the way. So that's why I like that one. So I could still use this, however, by attaching both of the clasps to the middle backside of the RC controller, and then that would work. I actually do prefer the comfort level of this one, but I prefer the convenience of the Cymic strap instead. But I do like that. I'll put a link for that in the video description. If you need a strap, this is a really good one. Just be aware that these are gonna stick out from the bottom. You're gonna have to take these off. For most hard side cases, if you have a soft case, don't worry about it. You can leave them on. But if you have a hard side case, these are gonna get in the way of keeping in your case. So the next thing I wanna show you, this is only $10. This is a prop holder strap that goes around the outside of your Mini 3, Mini 3 Pro. Keeps everything nice and tight and snug. It's not that high quality. It's just a piece of plastic. It's got a nice magnetic clasp that goes over the top. It's pretty easy to install. It's $10. There's a ton of these out there, so I can't recommend or not recommend. I'd say I'm neutral on it because it does the job. It's fairly priced as compared to the other prop holders out there, and it's another option for you because I like it because it's super fast to put on. So honestly, I don't use a prop holder that often just because I put it in my hard case and it seems like the propellers stay put well enough for me. But if you want one, if you want a strap, then this one's a good one to get. Now, the other thing here next is I want to show you this screen protector for your RC controller. You know, it says Mini 3 Pro across the top, but it's not just for the Mini 3 Pro, it's for your RC controller. It fits in there, it's custom fit for it. And I'll say this, it installs very easily. It stays on there. It's really, really sticky as long as you clean the screen very well. You know, make sure you use the alcohol, make sure you use the dust remover, get everything perfect. Like even if there's one little speck of dust on there, then you're gonna get a bubble. So it's just like putting one on your phone. It's you just have to make sure it's very clean. Now, that being said, I really have no need for this. Some of you might be really anal about getting little scratches or, you know, scuffs on your screen. But in my opinion, it's not like something that you use your phone every day where you need to have a screen protector, you know, you're not going to be putting it in and out of your pocket. You're not going to be throwing it in and out of your vehicle or whatever. For as much as you're going to use this, I honestly don't think, at least for myself, I'm not going to need a screen protector on it. But you know, it's $10, so not too bad. If you do want a screen protector, this is an option for you from STARTRC. Now, this is another one of the products that they sent me that I do like. This is a landing gear. Now, I don't use landing gear a whole lot, but I'll tell you the reason that I do like this one is because it's foldable. It's super, super lightweight, really quick to install. Just clips right on the bottom of your Mini 3 or your Mini 3 Pro. Keeps it up off the dust, off of the grass, off of the snow. So if you're in a, you know, maybe you don't have a landing pad or maybe your landing situation is not ideal, this will get it up off the ground. The other reason I like this is because you can put, you know, a strobe on the bottom of here, like a Lume Cube strobe or a Firehouse Arc 5 or something. You can stick it on the bottom and then it's able to be on the bottom of your drone and it's not going to be sitting on the ground. You know, if you just put your strobe on the bottom, you know, without this, it actually rests on the ground. You don't want that. So that's what this is nice for. Of course, you're not going to be able to fold it and put it away like that, but it does give you that option to keep that strobe on the bottom, giving you more visibility on that small drone. So yeah, $10, pretty good price. I can recommend that. Next are the propeller guards. There's a lot of different propeller guards on the market right now, especially, you know, as we get closer to remote ID and you're going to be able to fly over people eventually. If you have your Part 107, you're going to have propeller guards on your drones, no matter what the drone is. So this is an option. It's not the best option, but it does the job. So I put these on my Mini 3 Pro. I flew around the house, turned off my obstacle avoidance. I flew it into the wall, forward, sideways, and it protected the propellers. And so it actually worked quite well. I flew it alongside the wall and it just skidded along the wall. So they do the job. They're $20 and they're pretty easy to install once you figure out how to install them the first time. You know, you kind of have to look at it's kind of hard to read, you know, the instructions on the inside here, but once you get it put together, you can just leave them together like this and then they're pretty easy to install. Now, all that being said, if you can wait for propeller guards, if you really want propeller guards, you're gonna be flying inside, maybe you do real estate and you wanna do like a drone fly through of the property or something, it's nice to have those propeller guards just in case, because you're gonna turn off your obstacle avoidance and you don't want to be running into stuff. So if you can wait, DJI supposedly is coming out with some 360-degree propeller guards. So they're going to cover the top and the bottom. They're going to be like a shroud around the drone. I'll see if I can find a link for it or a photo of it, and I'll put it in the video description so you guys can check it out. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen here if I can find a picture, but they're not out yet. But I think they're under development, and I would recommend that you get those because they're going to be super high quality. They're going to be OEM, so they're going to fit perfectly. You know, they're specially designed for the Mini 3 and the Mini 3 Pro. So if you can hold off, I would get those because they are going to be better option. But if you need some, you know, these are going to do the job. The one hesitation that I have, if you're flying very quickly, you know, maybe you're going 15 miles an hour sideways and you hit a building with these, you know, maybe they're not going to work because it is pretty thin plastic, but if you're gonna be flying slowly, I think for the most part, these would do a pretty nice job. Now the last one that I wanna show you, they do have ND filters from STARTRC. This is the ND16, the 64, and the 256. Now 90% of the time I have a freewell filter on my drone. I have an ND16. Sometimes I'll go up to a 32, but not usually. I usually have an ND16. I did some testing on these. There really is no difference when you look at the video. They look the same. There's a little bit of a color shift. Actually, the freewell has a little more color shift from the STARTRC. Of course, anytime you use an ND filter, there's gonna be a little more saturation in there as compared to not having an ND filter, but you know, they're pretty much the same. The quality of the build seems the same, you know, just looking at them. I think freewell has a better coating process. Like they're pretty well known for having a very highly engineered coating process on their filters. I don't know what STARTRC has, so I really can't tell you. But you know, according to the advertising on these, they're pretty much everything proof except waterproof, but you shouldn't be flying your drone in the water anyway. So, but these are pretty inexpensive. It's these 3 filters for $30. So you get, like I said, the 16, 64, and the 256. So that's a pretty good deal. 30 bucks for 3 filters. Most of the time you're only gonna be using the ND16. The benefit of going with the freewell, they have so many different options. You can buy 1 filter, you can buy 3 packs, you know, an all-day pack, you can get the circular polarizer with the ND filters, and so a lot of different options. There's only one option that I could find right now for STARTRC. So, but 30 bucks, not bad. If you wanna save a few bucks on ND filters, I would get this one. So that is all the products from STARTRC that they sent me. I do appreciate that. I do like it when companies reach out and they tell me to be honest, because that's what you guys need. You don't want to, you know, even though they're budget accessories, you still don't want to waste your money, right? You don't want to feel like you got ripped off, even if you are trying to save a few bucks. So there's my recommendations for STARTRC. I'll have links in the video description for all of these things if you want to learn more about them. The reviews on some of these are actually pretty good. Some of these items that I showed you, they have highly rated reviews. Anyway, if you have any questions about these products or anything at all about your Mini 3 Pro, put them down in the comments. Maybe you've purchased these things. Maybe some of you have purchased one or many of these items and you have your own opinion. Put that in the comments too, because I want people to learn not only from me, I'm just one person's opinion, right? I want to see, you know, maybe you guys have a different experience. And if you have, share them so other people can see, you know, they've been thinking about getting one of these things. They're going to look in the comments and say, oh, well, that guy didn't recommend this at all, so maybe I should rethink this, okay? So let's use the comment section as a discussion about this stuff. So hit the thumbs up if I provided any value, if I helped you out at all today. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I really do appreciate that. Follow me on social media, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Have a lot of fun over there. I post content that you're not going to see here on the channel. I want to thank you for watching the video today. Have a great day, everyone. And as always, fly safe. Oh, don't forget to watch this video right here next. I think you're really going to like it. As always, fly safe and fly smart.